Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I hope everybody's having a great start to the weekend. I feel like the air is cooling a little bit, welcoming autumn. It's so nice. Now this is one of my all-time favorite decks, the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. I love the artwork. I just love the richness of that. And this combination is fantastic for everybody right here. Let's start with the balance that's coming in and that you're going to be emanating. And this is feeling committed to the right things and being confident because we're being intentional with how we are spending our time and who and how we are also spending it. And this could be a whole myriad of things, from budgeting so we don't go nuts at Christmas, waking up and doing the difficult things first. You know, you've heard that old adage, once you do the things that you mentally feel challenged by, everything else feels like a cakewalk. You know, that phone call, going to the DMV, whatever it is, it's like, oh, if that's done, the rest of the day is going to be easy, and letting that balance in. When we have this all combined, I love the Hangman with the Ace of Water, because the Hangman lets us pause and be intentional of who we are spending time with, how we are spending our time, what we are doing with our resources. And this is vibrant, fresh, loving, caring, vigilant energy of also self-care. I feel for a lot of people, it's beginning with self-care so it can emanate into other people, also showing affection, love, and it's that Shazam moment, you know, it's that like when you lock eyes and when you say hello, and all of a sudden your cup is filled. You're like, that energy translates into peace and love and equal energy, you know, where somebody is not having to overgive. But also this is us for ourselves in our lives. We're like, I'm going to pause and take it easy. Okay, I'm not a machine. So let me evaluate where I am right now. And what are some of the things I want to manifest? Maybe writing them down, saying them aloud. I had the wildest manifestation that happened within 24 hours. The day before yesterday, I was walking with Joni, and we were on a beach, and I said, you know what, I'd really love to go to Florida and see their beaches and just go down there and see the palm trees again. I haven't been there in decades, and it's just been in my mental space that I really want that. Like, I want to, have that salty sea air that's warm and semi-tropical, and just everybody's skateboarding and bike riding. And lo and behold, yesterday, the day after, I'm having lunch with my friend Jeannie, and Jeannie just goes, hey Mel, you want to go to Florida? And I don't even think or ask when. I go, yes, I do, and I'm not kidding, and here's why. And so she booked her place. She has a place that she can, take her time at. It's like a sort of timeshare thing, and we're all booked, and she's like, we're going. And it's the best time at the beginning of December when it starts to get cold. And that's what this sort of clarified to me, that when I pause and I assess where I want to go and why I want to go there, it's like this cup is just filled immediately to the brim. And then that joy it gives us receiving something like that, we then pay that forward. Then with our good moods and vibrations and ideas, we're able to pay that forward. Sometimes just walking into a room with good energy in your home, in your workplace, it then enhances the environment for everybody else. And it makes this lovely balance. It's like, here, I just got a whole retinue of joy. So let's just say it's like ears of corn, and then you're able to go to somebody else's table and leave a basket there, and so on and so forth. Because I feel like good moods, just like bad moods, are absolutely contagious. It's how we choose our words, and when when we are cautious and we pause before we speak, we realize our words also create our story, our mood, and define what we're thinking of something. So when we use words like brilliant and dazzling and fabulous and warm and all of those things, it almost feels tangible. And it's also thoughtful for the other people around, because they get to sort of wrap that blanket of, uplifting words and environments around themselves as well. And I feel like this is really a proactive layout too, where it's like, what is going to make me feel balanced and good? Have I moved today? Have I eaten good food? Have I talked to people that I love? How am I going to fill this cup? Sometimes a little travel pad and a pen, and it's like writing that down. What do I feel right now? Oh, I feel a little stiff. I'm going to start to stretch. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fill my water bottle, whatever it is. And it's like you're filling your cup. And then you're beginning and commencing with that energy that you know is going to heal, enhance, and be really, really intentional. That's the hangman, is just like, hey, pause. And in between things too, I've started, when I get in my car, instead of having lack and race mentality, I got to get to here to there, I sit there for a moment and I maybe put a podcast on to listen to, or I make sure I have chapstick, something for a moment where I pause and I say, I'm going to be an intentionally good driver, and I'm going to pay attention to everything, and be really proactive about safety. Because when we just get in and go, we're on autopilot, right? And we can think, oh, I'm familiar with this road, I can kind of blow this stop sign or this and that. People get risky because they think they're familiar with something, but intentionality brings all of this. It brings balance, it brings safety, and I feel like you're really going to be committed to good things for yourself, to become more knowledgeable and expansion. And this dynamic is really going to create like a harmonious internal vibe where it's like, I'm going to say yes to this, and I want to set some goal, and I want to set some achievement, and I want to set some happy wish in the future that I want to manifest, whatever it is. It's like, have a vision of it. Just like I did. It was just walking on a beach in Florida and remembering those palm trees and the smell, that sort of thing. And you pull it all in, and it's like, oh, you're imagining and you're involving your senses with it. And a lot of it, honestly, really does have to do with gratitude. Pretend like your cup is filled to the brim for the moment. You have everything that you could possibly want. Now, what would you do with that time, that money, and those ideas? It's as simple as that, and then you start to put it into practice, and things become a habit, and they become wonderful habits that enrich our lives and make us feel better, stronger. And I am a huge, huge advocate for giving yourself that happy wish to look forward to, whether it is going somewhere with a friend, whether it is you being able to visit something, a museum or something you're looking forward to. We all need that fun little thing down the road that is like right on the horizon where I'm going to do that. So just the idea of it puts me in a good mood. Give yourself something like that, that joyful, lively, fun, I'm going there, or I'm going to see that, or I'm going to experience that energy. And then it creates all of this. It's all about intentionality and knowing what we want to manifest, and filling our cups daily, and having a lovely balance as well. I don't need to be excessive in any regard. Moderation is the key. And then I have finances for the future. And then I have, energy in case somebody calls me up at 7 is like, hey, you want to go for a walk? Things of that nature. That beautiful flexibility that comes from being really intentional with your time. So my beauty says what you were meant to hear today. Hope you all have a great day. Love and light.